Hello everyone, welcome to my second English speaking video. Don't worry Italian followers, I'm going back to Italian as soon as the DLC is out, because of course there will be a lot to talk about, a lot of videos to make about the two new civs, the Knights Templar and House of Lancaster, so we're going back to Italian content. We'll start by mixing the content, sometimes in English, sometimes in Italian. So if you start following the channel with my last video about the Japanese build, please stay, don't leave when I go back to Italian, because we'll go back to English as well. We'll mix the two languages and the contents, so it will be a bilingual channel, okay? So this second video is simply about my match against ELAZER. You probably know ELAZER is a former StarCraft 2 pro player, and he has been coached by Core, then Beastie. I don't know if by anyone else, but he's drawing a lot of attention, also thanks to his streams, because I think he almost streams every day for many hours, and his stream has a lot of followers right now, so a lot of people are watching him. And as you know, he started with French, then he went on with JD, then he switched to Delhi, and now he's trying to learn Malians. As Beastie said, Malians, of course. So I know he's learning Malians, and I know that Cliffside is a very short map, meaning that your opponent is very close to you, so you don't have to walk a long way to to fight him. So I picked Daily, which is my main civ, even though I'm not playing a lot of Daily recently. I could have as well picked Abbasid and tried a military wing, which would have been very good, also due to his spawn. You can see that his goal is so far away from his TC, and this second goal is either up here or down there, so it's quite far and very unprotected. I think this one would be the best choice, but anyway. So I'm not giving away spoilers about how the match went, but we'll watch it, okay? And at the end we'll try to analyze what went wrong for both players, so for me and for ELAZER as well. Well, keep in mind that I have not been playing a lot this week, so I'm kind of rusty, because I didn't have much time. Therefore I might like go idle with my TC and move my troops around in a nonsense manner, and have some difficulties by denying pro scout and stuff like that, but we'll see. So first of all, I'm noticing that ELAZER went for 7 houses around the pit mine, so it basically he decided to surround the whole pit mine with houses before aging up, which I think has cost him quite the time, because you see he is aging up slower than a daily player, which should not be the case in this matchup. I think if you go 6 houses or even 4, sometimes you can age up quite faster than daily. Daily is a bit slower because, you know, they have to chop 50 wood in the beginning to build the mosque, and then the mill, the house, the mining camp, and so on. I'm aging up with Dome of the Fate. For those who have not been playing a lot of daily or watching the game lately, well, daily used to play a lot of Tower of Victory, but now it's almost all about Dome of Fate, even though Dome of Fate was a little bit nerfed in the last patch, so the scars are not as fast to come out as they were before, and the discount on them has been a little bit nerfed, so they cost 75 instead of 65 gold. So right now, what I know about Malians is that they probably want to go pro scout immediately. As daily, I can do that, okay? you know that, I can do that. But I can go pro scout quite a little bit later, just by queuing pro scout after the wheelbarrow. Sometimes they build a second mill to have the food upgrades faster. I don't like to do that because wood speaking, I mean, speaking about wood in this phase of the game, I don't want to have to spend 50 wood more to build a second mill. So I'm okay having pro scout and then survival techniques and then horticulture a little bit later, because you know pro scout takes quite a bit to research, but it's okay. Okay, I'm starting with Gazi Riders. I scouted Elazer. I know it's going stable, or at least I will know in a few seconds, I think. Yeah. As much as I know is going barracks. So going barracks means Donso. He is expecting Gazi Rider. That's okay. He's going Warrior Scout and he's going Pro Scout. So you see he's having Pro Scout in 30 seconds. I will have Pro Scout in 3 minutes, more or less, 2 minutes and 40. That's okay because I'm building up scholars and the research time will eventually go down a little bit. So I start to attack the pit mine. I want to put some pressure on the Malian player. Apologize. He already has a lot of Warrior Scout, which is fine. I mean, Warrior Scout has a regen time, which is quite good if he micros them. But Gazi are good as well because I can heal them up with my scholars if I go back home with them. So it's fine. At some point I will take a screenshot closed up of the game just for my YouTube, YouTube cover for the video. So if you see me going zoom in, you know why. So here I take a decision which is quite uncommon for daily. I felt crazy, so I said, okay, let's go spears instead of archers, even though he has done so, because he's like building a lot of a warrior scout. He already has a stable. He probably doesn't have the resources to go archers yet. Well, he does, okay, but I thought he didn't. But of course, going spears, it's not so bad. I mean, against Malians. Because they have javelin throwers. Javelin throwers really don't deal a lot of damage to spears, okay? I think they're better against... I lost a Gazi as a stupid person here. I think javelin throwers are definitely better against men-at-arms than they are against spears. Because really, they don't deal enough damage to spears to be effective. So Elazer is taking the second pitman here, he's taking all the deers here, which is good, which is fine. I mean, I already given up on his 2 deer pack. I know about that. So my goal is to start taking my deers instead. I mean, the spears here are doing good. Because I don't have a lot of Gazi left, and I really have a lot of spears, and I will go archer very soon. At this point of the game, as you can see, I haven't lost villagers, but I am 4 villagers behind. The point is simply, guys, I haven't played much this week, so it's okay for me to go idle. Okay. Okay. This is a game when you are over 30 years old, like me, and you don't play for a couple of days or something like that, or you play very, very few games, then it's totally normal to forget to make villagers, which it's something I don't ever do when I play more. So forgive me. Please forgive me for this display of very bad gameplay. That's just how it went. So in this moment, I can't keep the sacred sites, which for daily is very bad, of course. I'm not able to keep the sacred sites because he has a lot of units. I mean, I have only 2 units more than him, and in my unit count, the scholars are included, so basically he has so many units more than me. But I think at this point, he chilled a little bit too much. You know, he's trying to take those deers. And in this moment, I think I've started Pro Scout as well, a little bit later than what I should have done. And he's going around to take those deers, and he's going up front with the Donso, and there are archers. So I think another mistake by Eliezer here is that he's making archers. You want to make javelins. I mean, I understand his decision because I have a lot of spears, and of course archers are definitely better than javelin against spears, but when you build up a mess with javelin throwers and Donso, then you have a very, very good army comp with Malians, especially against daily. You can just, you know, hit and run with Donso and javelin, and then you're good to go. But archers, I mean, you don't want to go archers with Malians. You want that wood to be used for the enclosures for the cows. And right now, I'm building up an archer mass, okay? He's doing good by raiding me a little bit. I mean, look, I'm not making villagers. I have 7 villagers less than him. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm ashamed of myself. Believe me. And look, I'm moving my troops right to the enemy. That doesn't make any sense. So this game probably is more about how you should not play at all. At all. Because I'm not making villagers. How much idle time did I make from my TC? I can't even fathom. But believe me, I can't even fathom. Anyway, Eliezer has started doing so. I started producing javelin throwers, which is okay. But right now I have so much more units, which is crazy, right? Because I have a lot of idle time on my TC. Let's take a screenshot here. Okay. I think I took it right. And here I start doing something that I should have done a long time ago, walling the milled sacred site. Because with a simple wall here, I force him to go a long way around and lose a lot of time. Oh my god, I'm 10 villagers behind with no villagers killed. No villagers killed, 11 villagers behind. And right now, I'm about to do something that might turn the game around. Who knows? We might do that. Let's not take ahead ourselves. So I think in this particular moment, Eliezer had the chance to go castle many times, because I watched the game already once, and he definitely had the chance to go castle a lot of times. His cow boom is okay when you go pro scout. I mean, you don't have to have full cow boom at all. You can have just one cattle ranch, 2 cattle ranch, whatever. You can also have no cattle ranch at all when you go castle with Malians, with the current meta that you go pro scout, because you have the pro scout food. Okay, you can go cattle ranch before castle age. That's not an issue. You can go Farimba, you can go Fulani as well, and put the cattle ranches after the age up. It doesn't matter really. But I think Eliezer stalled too much with the age up, And what I'm trying to do here, that's why I stopped the game, is because I want to take a fight, okay? It doesn't matter if it's a bad or good fight, I want to take a fight, while at the same time I try to harass his gold with those spears which have become mostly useless against this comp, okay? Because he is massing a ranged units comp, so those spears are basically useless, it doesn't have cavalry. So I want to go Ghazi archers at this time. That's what I do, okay? So I'm basically making up for not making villagers by killing all his villagers. Okay, it doesn't realize. He doesn't realize because he's fighting here. The timing was very good for me in this case, and I killed all his villagers on gold. Everyone. Every last one of them. And suddenly I'm ahead. Even without losing, but you see I'm sleeping because I'm moving my scorers forward to fight. It's not something that I usually do, believe me, that's very shameful for me. But that's what I was doing, because I haven't played a lot. Here I don't care if he pushes me back, because I know I have made so much damage. And I have 2 sacred sites right now, so I'm chilling. Even with the idle time on my TC, I'm chilling. And before going away here, I just destroy the pitman and he taps out when he realizes he's lost all the villagers. And of course, guys, he didn't know I was so much time idle on my TC, because if he did, he would not have tapped out. Okay, because the villager count was mostly even, and plus he had the cattle ranches, he had the cattle, so it was basically ahead economically speaking. Even though I have 2 sacred sites, that's not game changing. Okay, the villager count was even, and he had the cattle ranches, so it was okay. But it taps out when he realizes he lost all the gold villagers, which is fine, because he didn't know it was idle on my TC. Anyway, it was just a fun video, a fun match. Well, that's the first time I matched Elazer on ladder, and I was like, oh god, I'm playing one game this week, why do I have to match Elazer? But it went well. It went well, and I know he was learning Malians, so it was not a really, even match from the beginning, because with French or JD, he probably would have wrecked me with no problem at all. I'm sure about that, especially with JD against Daily. There would be no match at all. But it was fine to finally match him, and I hope he can get revenge soon enough, because he's really tryharding a lot. And it deserves a very good rank before the season ends. Okay, let's talk in another video very soon. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day.